Hello fans of Marvel heroes and friends of my channel. Welcome to yet another episode of Q&A. I play the game and answer some of the questions. And this week is going to be the Civil War Part 2. And a lot of you ask about what to do with the tokens and the conflict tokens. And what should I be buying and stuff like that. So I thought maybe I'd make a video for you, and also a very impromptu kind of like a comparison between the new artifacts from the Crossbones. There are two of them, as well as the potential artifact that you could buy from the vendor as well. So I thought I'd give you some very quick kind of like knowledge on this, or information on this one, so as for you to make a better decision. All right. So now in part 2 of the Civil War, you can either join the Iron Man or the Captain America. So I've joined Captain America for this week, and next week I will be joining the Iron Man, so as to just complete the whole entire cycle. Now, if you it depends on whether you join Iron Man or Captain America. If you join Captain America in the waypoint here, there's one called Cap's Hideout. I know one of you asked, where do I find the hub kind of thing? So it's under hubs, and Cap's Hideout is for Captain America camp. And if you join the Iron Man, I'm pretty sure you have Iron Man's equivalent there. All right. So now here there's only a couple of NPC or non-player class. Really nothing fantastic here. Either you have a quest giver here, depending on whether your reputation is to a max or not. Then you have a vendor here. So this vendor is what I'm talking about here, and you can buy a couple of things here. I think at the very fundamental level, you can get a disturbance intel report using one seal of conflict. Definitely you should get it on cooldown, because it gives you an opportunity to down a target, and once the target is down, you get a whole bunch of tokens and a whole bunch of seal as well. So it is actually a gain that you should keep refreshing and keep buying the chest like I do. All right, so that is a very good investment. Now, depending on your rank, because you started off with the rank number 5, and after that, I think you go. You level up enough 3 or 4 times. I can't remember. Then you're up to a legend. So I think it's like trusted ally legend, and one before I can't remember what was that. Depending on where you are, you can buy a lot of stuff here, and I think a lot of questions evolve around a couple of things. Shall I be getting the Captain America Silver Star box for 500 seal? Right now I have about 1,300 or 400 kind of thing. So that's one option. That is for the Captain America box. You have an artifact inside, or if you don't replay a lot, you may want to say, shall I be saving this one for the for the Iron Man camp? Because in the Iron Man camp, if I do a legend next week, I will get another box from there. So that is a question I'd like to answer for you. Another question people would like to ask is, shall I be taking the Crimson box, or shall I be taking the Mystery Blue box? So I'd like to answer that as well. And I think if you are playing this game for quite a while throughout this event, you should get a lot of parts. Last week I didn't complete any set. Now I have like 11 sets. I can craft 11 of these items. So I'm a happy man, right? So I don't think you should buy any of this thing. I think if you do a disturbance like I do, always like refresh and buy, you'll grab one of these boxes, and you can get a lot of these parts. Don't worry about it. This time the game is getting more awesome. So now, without further ado, maybe I go into the various kind of new artifacts that you get. So I think the very first one, you'll probably be familiar with the Kevlar plated helmet, as well as the crossbone training credentials. You have one for energy, one for physical, and one for mental as well. All right. So, and this one has a cross proc to the range and melee, just a bit more fixes for you to roll. And anyhow, should not make fun of Gazillion. I mean, it's just overbloated. Sorry, I can't help myself, but it's just overbloated of affixes, and you have more like 4 affixes is very hard to roll, and now you have like 7? Okay. Anyhow, and for Captain America Silver Star artifact, you will get a +3 strength, as well as some deflect and some health, quite a good amount of health. For the Iron Man, the improved arc reactor, you've got a whole big chunk of spirit, and plus energy as well. And I'd like to talk a little bit about which one of it probably a better choice for you. And but before I get there, I think let's look into the first one, which is the Captain America Silver Star first. Now, I don't think you need me to tell you this is not a very good DPS artifact because it's +3 strength. +3 strength is not really a lot of DPS, nor, well, it's a little bit, a 3% of power cost reduction, but it's only +3 strength. I think the strength of this particular artifact lies on defensive stat, because if you are like, some of my heroes, I use the white suit jacket or whatnot to pump up the health, or some of these like crystal for physical power to pump up the health. I may not need to because I've got another extra 1,500 health. And the deflect, I mean, intuitively you say, oh yeah, Captain America should do it, but I say no. I mean, if you want to get the best out of this stat here, equip it to a hero that do not have much deflect rating, because deflect rating has a diminishing return. So use it for a hero that is like defense dodge. If you think that the hero is still fragile, because defense dodge is already quite good, then you can add 900 deflect to it. There's no issue. But of course you have another shield chance, and I don't know what's the proc rate of this chance, because the proc rate is 15%, but is there any cooldown on this one? Tooltip never really say that. You have to do a lot of testing, and it could be useful to you. But I think from my calculation, what it really means is that from the, if you look at this column here, the Captain America Silver Star have a +3 strength, and that's it. And DPS wise is 88.11, and for one of the heroes, if you look at the result, let's look at the result. I think result is the one that I sort of like combined for for all the different hero profile. I mean, the reason why I'm using, I think it's a long story, but if those of you who have paid attention to my best artifact guide, I use this like a profile hero. It doesn't matter what's the damage type, because at the end of the day, it is just a particular profile hero that was either very high crit or high damage rating, or combination of all or whatnot. So I use the heroes as a profile for me to build up my basket of hero that well represent different type of hero, hybrid or not. But the actual attribute, I run it through them agnostic to the actual type itself, because it's just the way that for me, just to test the profile itself. All right. So if you look at the combination, the result combination is about 88.48%. And 88.48%, if you look at the one that I've done, it was in the best artifact guide. If you want to look into it, 88 point something is really about it's about the very low tier artifact here. It's in the region of all these artifact here. So none of them is really that great of this tier. So like I said, the artifact itself is even lower than some of these, like 88.71, 88.48. So this one, I mean, if I have to click the wrong button, sorry. If I am to pick between the white suit jacket versus the other one, I think I may still pick the white suit jacket because of defense, but like I said, if you really want it for the defense deflect heroes, then you can use that one, the Captain America. All right. So what I really want to tell you is that this, I don't really fancy this artifact for. I personally would not buy, right? So it is really up to you. And even if I buy this, I would not use it for Captain America because Captain America has pretty high deflect as well. So the next one is the improved arc reactor for Iron Man. Now this is a very interesting, artifact, because if you look at it, for Iron Man, because Iron Man used the surplus bonus spirit translate to 300% of the damage rating. So whatever, 350 times 3, that is the damage rating you have. So if you don't use it for Iron Man, it's a very meh kind of like artifact, because it's +2 only. It's even lower than the Captain America Silver Star. But because of this spirit, 350 spirit that you have, then you are pumping it to 93.35. 93.35 is somewhere up there, all right? So it's somewhere up there. So definitely, I would consider this for Iron Man. Now, but you may ask yourself one thing. Okay, this is 93.35. If you look at the combined result, is 92.7. 93.8. All right, so it's pretty high. All right. So now, let's play a little bit scenario, right? My Iron Man is probably doing 75% physical, only 25% energy. So I'll do like 0.5 here. I know there's no 0.5. It's just to proportion it down. So if I look at the result itself, I'm still running at 92.36 compared to the chart. You know, I'm still pretty happy. I mean, I would also use this artifact for my hybrid physical and energy. Now, what if you say, well, how about War Machine or even Deadpool, who use the let's not talk about Deadpool. It's another it's another conversion there. But let's talk about War Machine, right? War Machine would not benefit from here. So instead of 2 is 0. It is 91.7, so what is 91.89? So 91.89 is still within this pretty good range. But it get to a point whereby, well, I mean, the fact that it is quite near to some of these artifacts already, which I may have got in my stash. So would I want to use it for more machine? I probably not, unless I have a lot of tokens, and unless the roll is terrible. So if the roll is terrible, then I say, well, you know, if I don't have a +2 energy, I don't know whether that is possible or not, but I would then focus on rolling a max for this one, ignore the rest, and give it to War Machine, and still be a decent artifact. It's not bad, really. It's very decent, right? How about the Crossbones teaching credential? I mean, that one is a 450 because you combine the range and melee and the flat damage. So it's either range or melee. You pick one. Then after that, you have the crit, you have the brutal, and then after that, you can stack on the brutal damage as well. Not quite sure about cooldown or any proc kind of coefficient, but assuming that there is none, then the Crossbones teaching is 92.79. 92.79, it put you somewhere also right at top. All right, so this is a very decent artifact for any build that you have. I think it's both range and melee, right? Hang on. So this is the one. That's what I'm talking about. You have 3 different types. So long as you are not hybrid, you can actually get quite good stuff on it. And if you only use it for a range or a melee hero, then you can ignore one of the affixes. So when you roll it, it's quite good. So this is a very good stuff. Very good, I would say. All right. So now, how about the helmet itself, which is the Kevlar plated helmet? So I think you probably have seen it just now. Assuming that this coefficient is not really too bad, you know, because all these proc may have a coefficient. Then, you know, if you look at the result again, it's 92%. 92% is also somewhere up there. So again, it's a really fantastic one. But this one is only for ranged hero. So I hope I know this is a short video, but I hope it is something that is useful to you. And and what I'm going to do right now, I'm just sort of like just going to play a little bit, share with you how I play this whole event. And but I think for those who want to stop watching right now and say, well, I've got enough information, then feel free to stop here and do check out the link below at the description of my video. Link back to my website, a lot of hero guides for you, and I'll talk a little bit about what is coming next in my channel. But what you should do is that it's totally dumb. You have to go to somewhere to open the box. That it doesn't really drop anything at all, and I hope my thing doesn't hang. So I'm going to open the box here, and they say a defeat shocker. So it's simple, right? So you just need to go into the terminal, and I can talk a little bit about the what I'm going to do next and stuff like that. So I know you probably have noticed that these days I'm playing a lot Q&A video. Now Q&A is where I casually play about a game, talk about what is happening, like just now the video. Nothing really a guide per se, because this event is not going to last forever. It's not something that is that useful in a sense, all right? So, but come on, get out. So, but I think in a way, I enjoy making this sort of video because it does give me a chance to also interact with some of you on what is happening in the game right now. And I know some of you are also quite keen to, somehow, in some way or the other, I think, see, there's a conflict here, and there's yet another Crossbone components here. So it's really good. And you have the blue one here, and the green one. I'll talk about green one in just a bit. But I think just to wrap up the topic, just as I said about the I mean, I I kind of play a little bit of Q&A, but I also intend to play use a guide right now. But because I'm doing my Omega rates right now, because right now it's really good if you play Captain Civil War character, I got like 100% silver bonus right now. So my Omega race, I know some of you are very concerned about me. Thank you very much. I know you always look upon me to be a role model in some sense, but sadly I'm not 10,000, and I'm working really hard for you guys. And so now I'm finally breaching the 9,000, so I'm quite rather happy. So anyway, after you've done this one, a couple of things you can do. Now, you can eat a green reputation, but as of today, the anti-registration fraction reputation token is bugged, and it's bugged in a way that you can only eat once a day, and anything beyond one, you will not accumulate the 5 influence point, which is sad because I got about 300 of them. 5 of them is 1,005, right? So there's quite a lot of token there. But let me just open another box here. I need to defeat Kirigi, which is in Hightown. So let me just head to Hightown. So as I was saying that the green token doesn't work for the Captain America camp. I've tried to raise it in the what is it? And I tried to raise it in the forum, but I guess a lot of wow, there's not really a lot of people here, are there? I guess a lot of the people are pretty hardcore in the game. So I always see that myself representing more of the minority when it comes to the forum, because not all of us have so much time playing the game. So even for my wife, right? Even just a bit more token, it is important to have everything work. So the gist of it is that they are aware of this issue, that you cannot consume all the green token, which is dropped the most in this kind of right now, and they have no intent to even try to fix it really fast so as to give a positive experience to people, because they say that it is rather easy to get the legend, which could be true, depending on how much time you spend, but yeah, I mean they will not fix it for the Captain America. Sometimes it's not a matter of whether the team need those to win, because they say that a lot of people are playing Captain America team anyway, so why bother about why so fixated about all these tokens? But it's really about the individual, because not everybody play that much. I know my wife doesn't, so everyone counts. So in any case, someone is inviting me, why not? Except we'll see how it goes. In any case, and where was I? So you can't use the green token, but what you can do though is that you could alternate between the if you have a blue, you take a blue and take the green again, take a purple, take a green again, take a unique, take a green again. That's why I heard that it works. So I don't know whether it worked for you or not, but it may worth a try to get all this all this token, right? So now I was also thinking about what I'm going to do next, because I think from now I will foresee from now till, unless you guys have some idea for me, right? From now till till June, I'll be playing quite a fair bit on my own. I mean, of course, I'm trying to get my progress, the 10,000 kind of Omega cap. So if I have video, most likely it's going to be yet another Q&A, just talk a little bit about game, because I mean it's going to be quite a lot of interesting stuff happening with this game. I think mainly because the Ultron it defied all my expectation. They really have all the villain all lined up, from Black Cat to Green Goblin to Ultron, all lined up, all villains. So where are the action, really? I don't have nothing to stream for you guys. Okay, Crossbones is out, so I think everybody's just going there to nuke him. But nowadays you can get a little bit relaxed. Yeah, okay, fine. Okay, so I'll be playing this game for quite a fair bit, just to gain my progress. But I have something in mind though. Seriously, I think sometime this week, because I'm already a legend rating, so I'm not really that in a hurry to get my 10,000 Omega points. So what I intend to do is to update one of my guys, which I think is really needs some kind of brushing up here and there, which is the Iron Man one. But I think I'll probably do that after I got the Iron Man artifact, which I think is really good artifact for Iron Man. I think even for my hybrid build. So I'm thinking of doing something for Iron Man, just to help you guys out here. I know a lot of you, like, you know, new players just discover this channel, and do spread the good words, and thank you very much in advance. And and yeah, I mean, I'll definitely do that. And I'm happy to hear that some of you who are new to this game or just returning to this game found that my video on what are the best heroes in this game right now for the new player is useful to you. I know that was I think some may not like that video because they found that their heroes are not being represented in a positive light because they really like the hero. Ooh, Kirigi, that is my target, alright? So, but like I said, it's never meant to be a popularity contest. I'm sure, like I said, if you are a fan of any heroes, you can make any hero work. Even Squirrel Girl, like I did, I mean, I showed it to you already on TV or YouTube that you can make Squirrel Girl bearable. And in fact, you know what, I've been thinking about this Squirrel Girl for quite some time. You know, sometimes when you have no help anywhere, you take matter in your own hand. So if Gazillion is not helping your Squirrel Girl, Doreen, and what you can do, I'm thinking of something like this. I don't know whether it makes sense to you guys or not. But can you imagine if I use the slot 1 for the Crossbones slot 1 for Squirrel Girl range build, because mine is a range build. If I use both his artifact, right, and if I also use his slot 3, which is the Crossbones slot 3, I think my Squirrel Girl would be pretty awesome. What do you guys think? I mean, just on paper, thinking about it, right? It's really makes you, like, you know, whet your appetite, isn't it? I mean, you know, if you are a Squirrel Girl fan, that is really fantastically wonderful. Now, hang on a sec, I need to do something here. Let me, man, I need to open another box for a disturbance. So let me see who I need to do. I don't know, man. Did I thought I opened one. Strange. Okay, I need to defeat soccer again. So yeah, I mean, that's the thing. I do advise you to just like open up one by one, not to open up a whole bunch at one time, because that would just be a waste of your resources. And yeah, I mean, so I was thinking that I think, right, of all the heroes today, why they all stack up like this, man? This is the old bug, isn't it? Yeah, so I was thinking for all these 4 items that I can get from Crossbone, I reckon that my Squirrel Girl probably can benefit quite well from that, and it will be quite an interesting experiment to see how awesome you can get, you know, just to show Gazillion that, well, you know, even if they don't do anything to my favorite hero, I can make her awesome. Why am I? Wow, rubber banding, man, first time. Anyhow, all right, and I always put the money where my mouth is. 2 things. I do play Scarlet Witch. I said that she's one of the best heroes for a new player, and definitely if you look around, I mean, today probably a bad example, but if you look around over the weekend, majority of the player I've seen are all Scarlet Witch. Why my mind is in Squirrel Girl all the time? Scarlet Witch, because, you know, she's awesome. Her teleporting power is fantastic, and and you know what? I need to just head to a shocker. I hope people don't drop me off the group when I do that, and I hope my game doesn't crash like just now. And and let me just head over to the shocker again. So yeah, so I always put money where my mouth is. I said that Scarlet Witch is one of the best heroes to play, and seriously, I mean, look at her, she's fantastic. And the second thing is that I did a little complaint about the costume, that they should have released the costume when the movie was just fresh in our mind, because that is when, you know, a lot of us are so excited about the movie and want to buy a costume. Now they try to sell the pack, and the pack, well, I mean I'm sure the pack was you know, some of you actually bought the pack because you can't buy the thing that, you know, you can't really. Wow, it's a lot of stuff, isn't it? Let me see. Okay, so this is Zhang. But yeah, I mean, you know, I really wanted to buy the movie costume, but my feedback to Gazillion was that, look, I mean, if you don't allow us to sort of like, you know, buy the costume when we were so excited about a movie. No one's gonna buy it. And true enough, I was using the ultimate costume a lot of time, the one with a lot of she doesn't really wear a lot of thing that leave to your imagination. Yeah, I mean, where am I? Sometimes I can't really see anything in this game. So I'm thinking that okay, I have lived without that costume for 3 weeks, right? So I was thinking, shall I not buy? And then after that, I say, well, you know what? I've actually crafted a costume, the House of M, which I actually wanted to buy a long time ago. And in the end, I end up using this costume, which I think is really like a feminine. Although if you look at it, I mean her face is still very like 1.0 or Marvel Hero 2014, but you have got to say that I mean it's a nice kind of like feminine dress that she's wearing. I mean because the movie costume is not a dress. So perfect example. I've kind of like grew to I can live without the costume, so I live without costume. So what it really means is that Gazien has lost the revenue of 950 from me. Oh, there's a token that I left behind. Never mind. Crossbone, anybody? Or they all go and do like let me just do ultimate here. The reason why I do ultimate here, I want to get it fast so that I can go back to the minus Titan, which I doubt I can. And the okay, let me see. So Fipuju is okay. Okay, so it's done. Crossbone is done, and always do Crossbone. That is like your order of business here. The rest of the boss, it doesn't really matter. Usually a lot of people are just. It depends on the group though. You can actually feel whether the group is like staying tight together. Because sometimes if you know a group that would like to stay with the boss, and you would just stay with the group too, because there's no point for you to solo a Crossbone and you never down him on time, and also going back to Scarlet Witch, I always thought that my favorite build would be the disruptive build, but then in the end I actually find it rather nice to play the chaotic. Actually, it become my favorite build. So that is about it. And so it's just going round in circle, and after that I've got another one here. What do I need to do? Wu-Eye. Okay, so some of you have already seen how I've get this one, and I'm just do it one more time. For the very fast way to, well, it's actually quite dumb way, but I can't loot. Come on, man, give me a break. So I'm going to just get my Wu-Eye count without having to go to Midtown, and actually you can. There's another bubble somewhere. I'm obsessed with all this bubble. All the experience I can get, I try to grab some of these things. So I'm going to go into the Kingpin, and the Kingpin is in Fist Tower. By the way, I don't know how many of you have watched the Netflix original series on the Daredevil. My wife and I slowly going through the season 2. Now, I am a huge fan of season 2 actually. Season 1 doesn't really talk too much. I think maybe I'm just a kind of like a hopeless romantic kind of like person. There's a lot more romance there, like like Daredevil and Elektra and that kind of like a reporter. So I thought, I missed another thing below as well. There is the thing about a game. Why do we need to pick all this up seriously, Gazillion? Why do we need? Once we walk over, you can give me like a on-screen kind of like the earn 1 point or earn 1 seal, earn 1 splinter. That's it. I don't need to pick up. You can tell me on the screen. I'm happy about it. I think the whole purpose about the the kind of picking up effect is to so that to tell you you've earned something, not just paying for nothing. But I don't need that. So in order to do this one, you have to just make sure that you just you don't kill him too fast, and then sooner or later Elektra will come out. Sooner or later Wu-Eye will come out. So you just need to make sure that maybe you just make sure you don't kill him too fast, man. It's kind of silly, huh? After that, then Wu-Eye will come out, I think, in just a moment. And why not just destroy some traps first? And long time ago, all these traps were, come on, man, that pool come back out. Forget about don't Where? Okay, so I think you have to down Kingpin until what, 25%, I think. All right. So make sure you don't. Okay, Blue Eyes out. Okay, so all eyes on Blue Eyes. All eyes on Blue Eyes. That's so funny. Okay, so this is the one that I need to nuke. Make sure you don't hit the wrong guy. Oh man, don't kill Kingpin before Blue Eye. Really. So this is the one. So long as you kill him first. Okay, done. Then bye bye. Oh man, I missed my. Bye bye Kingpin. Yeah, so I was saying that I really enjoy playing. I enjoy watching the episode of the Netflix or Daredevil. I think it's really well made. In fact, that I really like the kind of romance between the heroes a little bit, and that is really nice. I can't wait to see a little bit more. And the Jessica Jones as well. I hope there will be like more Jessica Jones. Kind of series, because I really enjoyed season 1, so that is another one that I'm looking forward. So tell me, you guys, what you guys are watching these days in terms of Marvel kind of like production. Are you watching? I thought I saw something. Are you watching any of this series, and what you think about it? And after the Elektra is down, I will probably sort of like call it a day. And so I think just to conclude the whole thing, and I don't know whether I've really sometimes I don't really answer question directly. The next bit of I'll do a little bit of hero guys probably on the Iron Man, and I will probably also pick another heroes to do as well, the updates, maybe Captain Marvel. I know a lot of you have been asking to have some update on that one, so I'll do it for you guys. And then I have something up my sleeve, but I do not want to announce it yet because I don't want to commit to something that I may or may not have time to do. But if I do, that'll be pretty awesome. So that is Kirigi again, so which is somewhere in this dungeon here. And let me see, it's all crap. So and you can so what you can do, you can eat well. Right now it doesn't really matter to me. I just want to. I don't know whether all these things will help the cause of the fight of the team Captain America's team Iron Man. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this event. I mean, it's slightly better than the first one. Although my wife can't really play with me together on all these share quests and share disturbance, which is a kind of a pity. Because we always try to play games together, right? I mean, it's not too much to ask for, right? So yeah, but apparently someone in forum says that this game is not meant to be a MMO. I don't know what you guys think. Is this game an MMO? Am I expecting too much to be able to just play with my wife on the same kind of quest and kind of like doing things together? So let me know in the comment box below. And good luck with whatever you're doing. Do farm some artifacts and so on. I think these are really good event for you to really gear up a lot of things. And and till the next time we see each other, it will be yet another Q&A, I think. Bye.